Music Access. Do you realize that there's only about 10 days left in this year? OMG, I guess you might think that it's not that big of a deal for 1 year to pass and the new year to start because, it does happen every year. But what we do think is a big deal... What we do think as a big deal is the people. I'm talking about you who have endured this year with all of its ups and downs, because I know that this year was full of hardships and moments when you just wanted to give up, right? And I'm sure there were things that you weren't able to accomplish in 2015, and things that you waited for patiently but did not see happen, but still, you did a good job. You might have missed a few things, but for everything else that you did accomplish, congratulations. Give yourself a pat on the back for a job well done. The first song you heard today, Sunday, December 20th, 2015, was I Will Wait by Mumford & Sons. So it is now Sunday, which means we have, including today, 2 Sundays left in 2015. So what do you guys have planned for the rest of the year? Usually countdowns start at 10. So starting tomorrow, we are starting at 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then it's a Happy New Year. And then for those of you who have Happy New Year parties planned, what are you going to be doing? Go ahead and let me know on our message board. And if you have any fun ideas or any fun plans for the rest of the year, go ahead and let me know as well. Meanwhile, we have our Sunday Corner Scribble Scribble, which is a corner for you to think freely and just doodle out your thoughts. It's a chance for you to be honest to yourself and think about what was hard, what was embarrassing, what was a proud moment, etc. from the past week or whenever. Go ahead and share with us by writing scribble on your title. And now here's how you can listen and participate on Music Access. If you have a smartphone, you can download the Arirang Radio app or TuneIn Radio app to listen to our programs and send in your messages. And if you use a computer, just visit www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess to listen to us or leave your messages. Another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. Now, some requests. We got 10 days left in the year. Put them on as much as you can. Go ahead and post up your song requests on our message board, remembering to leave them under the title request. Now we're going to check out 2 songs before we go to Scribble Scribble, starting with This Christmas by Jane Monheit, followed by I'll Be Home for Christmas by Michael Bublé. I want to be with you, and if you feel the same, shall we meet here? Will you tell me your story? If you're shy, you can playfully scribble scribble, and if you don't know where to start, you can start with a doodle and scribble scribble. Good job, that's how we'll begin our story.
I wanna be with you.
Our Sunday Corner Scribble Scribble is just that. This corner's for you to think freely and just doodle out your thoughts. It's a chance to be honest to yourself and think about what was hard, what was embarrassing, what was a proud moment, etc. from the past week or whenever. Go ahead and share your thoughts with us by writing Scribble Scribble on your title and posting up a message. Now we'll go to our first message, which comes from Jenny from the USA, saying, Benji, Benji, Benji. OMG, I saw Bean Zeno last week at his concert. He's on his North American tour and Boston was on one of the stops. This is so rare because it isn't common for Korean artists to come to Boston. It isn't as big a city as NYC. But nonetheless, he was here and the concert was amazing and everyone was having so much fun as well. I enjoyed it very much as I got a spot at the front of the stage, which is great considering how short I am. I hope more Korean artists come to Boston. Dang, you got to see Bean Zeno in concert? I saw a few of his videos online during the concert that he did in Seoul, and I'm sure he's a great artist and he does all this great stuff, but it must have been pretty crazy. The whole Illionaire crew. I'm sure Toki and the Quiet must have made some kind of appearance, probably some surprise appearance, and then although. It's interesting. I remember when I first heard about Bean Zeno. This is way back when I was a trainee, and Konmin was telling me about this rapper Bean Zeno, and the album, what was it, 24, 26 or something? There's a song on there called Aquaman, and I was like, oh, okay, it's a cool song. I don't get it. But then the more I learned about him, the more of a fascinating person I found out that he was. For those of you who may not know, he goes to Seoul National University as an art major, and yet he's a rapper, a very well-established rapper that does really, really well for himself. And, he's not super, open in terms of, celebrity-wise, and yet at the same time, he's dating a model and all this stuff. And that was a whole huge issue when that came to light. So, yeah, man. Congratulations. Hopefully you got to snap a pic with him. And, I'm glad you had a great time. Now we're going to check out two songs as we continue on. Beauty and a Beat by Justin Bieber featuring Nicki Minaj, followed by Diamonds by Rihanna. We just heard the songs Beauty and a Beat by Justin Bieber featuring Nicki Minaj, followed by Diamonds by Rihanna. And it's time for our next message. Our next message for Scribble Scribble comes from Nia Boo from the USA saying, hello, Benjamin Bay and our lovely MA fam. By the time you hear this, I will be in Korea. Woo! To be honest, lately I've been really stressed about leaving home. Thinking about exploring Korea and seeing friends has really cheered me up though. My Korean skills aren't perfect and I don't have everything figured out, but I'm starting another exciting journey, and for that I can't help but smile. I'll be studying abroad but also looking for a way to pursue my dream of singing. There's so much uncertainty, but I will do my best to work hard with whatever life throws at me. Let's keep moving forward, MA fam. I'll always be cheering you on. Love always from your boo. That's true, though. I don't think anyone's ever prepared for a journey. We always just kind of have this idea that of what it will be like, but life always throws unexpected curves at us. And that's one of the ways that we grow as human beings, adjusting to the curves, figuring out how to work through unexpected and maybe not the best situations, maybe coming from the bottom and finding out that, something was not necessarily perfect, but then getting to the point where even if it wasn't perfect, you still kind of had this moment where you could work through things. I think that's something that's really, really important. And Nia, as you are in Korea, I'm sure you'll have a great time. Enjoy the food here, enjoy everything, but most importantly, just have fun. Consider it just a learning and entertaining experience, and don't try to focus on putting in a lot of different memory. Don't try to, this trip I have to make so many memories and it has to be perfect. No. Just have fun and enjoy your time. So when you leave, be like, I really want to come back. And I think that's the best kind of thing that anyone can really hope for. Just kind of those thoughts. Is my personal opinion. Now we're going to check out two more songs as we continue on. One More Night by Maroon 5, followed with The Way by Ariana Grande featuring Mac Miller. We just heard the songs One More Night by Maroon 5, followed by The Way by Ariana Grande featuring Mac Miller. Y'all, did you check out the transition? At the end of One More Night, it goes... I don't know, whatever. It goes... It kind of matches. Maybe this is something that I only thought of, in which case I apologize for my meaningless meandering. Okay, so our next message comes from Shreya Lukter from Bangladesh saying, Benji, Happy Sunday. Well, I don't think I've ever told you I love to draw paintings. So, I'm trying to draw a colorful scenery, but I ended up not coloring it. Maybe it's because I was distracted, and I don't know, maybe after listening to the show, I'll put colors on it. So I want to know, do you like drawing paintings, or are there any B.I.G members that like to draw paintings? Just curious to know. Well, of course, we have our member, GMP, our very own Kung Min-pyo. He really likes to draw, and he's pretty good at it. I've actually posted up some of the stuff that he's graffitied for me on my social networking photo thingy. So if you want to check out his stuff, go check it out. Me, I'm not that good at paintings, and I'm not a huge drawer. I'm more of a music person. Fortunately or unfortunately, that's how it is. But yes. Okay, 2 more songs as we continue on. Samnam Samnyo by K-Will and Mamamoo featuring Huisong, followed with the song Mylene of the USA requested 1, 2, 3, 4 by Ihai. We just heard the songs Samnam Samnyo by K-Will and Mamamoo and featuring Huisong, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4 by Ihai. And it's time to continue on with another message. Our next message comes from Yunita Swinyo from Indonesia saying, "Hello Benji, Christmas is coming very soon. I always love the euphoria of Christmas, but I kind of miss the euphoria in my hometown. I used to prepare for Christmas ministry, and I usually used to sing and dance on Christmas. The prep was even more fun. Practice, and practice. Teaching the kids for their performance, decorating the tree and the church too, together to prepare Christmas service and celebration with all of the church members. Anywho, I want to go home and celebrate Christmas with my fam. I know you're struggling too, so you're not alone. Let's celebrate Christmas with the MA fam. Let's do it, guys. Celebrate Christmas all together, all of us as a family." Now we're going to check out 2 more songs as we continue on. Caroline of Indonesia requesting Butterfly by BTS, and Callie of France wants to hear With You by BAP. And it's time to wrap up our first hour. Right after a short break, we'll continue on with more messages. In our second hour, we're going to check out the song Only Hope by Mandy Moore, requested by Mylene of the USA, and be right back. You're listening to Music Access with me, Benji of B.I.G, and our first song starting off the second hour of our show for Sunday, December 20th, was Ain't It Fun by Paramore. Now here's how you can listen and participate on Music Access. You can download the Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio app on your smartphone, and you can also send us messages through the app using the comment function. You can also listen to us by visiting our website www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess and leave your messages there on our message board. And another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. Now we're going to check out 2 songs as we continue on, starting with Catch My Breath by Kelly Clarkson, followed with Adorn by Miguel. We just heard the songs Catch My Breath by Kelly Clarkson, followed by Adorn by Miguel, and you're listening to the second hour of Music Access for Sunday. Meanwhile, our Sunday Corner Scribble, that's what we on. It's just like using Music Access as a big notepad. Just as you jot down your ideas, thoughts, and what's been on your mind without thinking much on a notepad, you can send them into us here so we can all share. It'll be your messages filling up this corner, so feel free to just jot down what's on your mind. Now, our first message for our second hour comes from Mylene from the USA saying, "So, recently I caught a lot of bad symptoms. I got sick and injured my lower back from work, and after injuring my lower back while I was tuning in to MA, my fever and back pain suddenly got worse. I don't know why it happened suddenly, and I also got a really high fever and I feel like my body's burning. I don't understand my body right now, and it hurts so bad that I want to cry." I think that's like, I think the worst thing that like it feels is like, usually if you get cut or something, you know why it's hurting. You can, give treatment to that, whether that means just, whether that means putting in antiseptics, putting on a bandage, trying to take care of all that stuff. But when you're sick and you don't know why things are getting worse, I think that's something that can be extremely frustrating. And that goes for everyone. Because usually as humans, we live by the code of we need to know things, We want to know why. Why can't I do this? Why is this delicious? When can I get more of this? All these who, what, when, where, why questions. And then, definitely when you get sick, it can be a very frustrating experience. I know exactly what you're going through, Mylene. I had an experience like that at some point. And it doesn't feel that good. I totally know what that means. And you're bedridden, and it's a horrible experience. But hopefully, it'll get past quickly. I think that's the only thing we can hope for, is that it goes away as fast as it came. And then as you feel yourself recovering little by little, I think you'll be very, very thankful for your health, and maybe even take better care of your health than you did before. I'm not saying that you didn't take good care of your health. I'm just saying, you become that much more aware of yourself, I believe. And it's just a really, really good experience overall. So hopefully you do feel better soon, though. I know it must be very, very painful, but keep your chin up, eat a lot of, vitamins, take your medication, and, let me know as soon as you get better so we can have a celebratory song. All right, so we're going to continue with 2 more songs as we continue on. Shreya of Bangladesh wants to hear Very Good by Block B, and Oksama of Japan wants to hear 아름다워요 by Lucas. We just heard the songs Very Good by Block B, followed by 아름다워요 by Lucas, and it's time for our next Scribble message, which comes from myself in the Philippines, who has random questions for Benji, saying, just want to ask some random questions. If you weren't in B.I.G, which group would you like to be in, and what position would you like to be? A leader, a dancer, vocal? And what popular K-pop song do you wish were written by you, or do you wish was produced for B.I.G? I want a definite answer, and thanks for answering. If I wasn't in B.I.G, what group would I want to be in? That is a horrible question because I don't know. All groups seem really, really cool to me. And, B.I.G is a cool group. Honestly, the reason groups are considered so cool is because they're designed like that, Big Bang, for example. It's not, okay, let's take 5 guys, slap them together and see if they work. No, there was a whole plan set up, okay, then this person does this position, this person does this position, and you get all of these kinds of combinations. So I can't really say what group I'd like to be in because I don't know if I'd be able to fit in that group. I don't know if this will make sense, but you'll understand what I'm talking about, maybe. And then if I was going to be in a new group, would I want to be a leader, dancer, or main vocal? I don't know. I've never really put a label on myself because I've always just been, do what you do, and if you're good at it, good on you. If you're good at it, be good at it. And if you're not good at it, then, oops. But it's just focused on, if you're going to be a singer, why can't you be a dancer? If you're going to be a good dancer, why can't you be a good singer? Leader was never really high on my, wannabe list. But, thinking now, if I could have been a leader, I think, maybe I could have been a leader. Maybe it's just something I'm thinking about. And then a popular K-pop song that was written by me or something like that. I would say, there's a song, I don't know if they can play it on the air, but there's a song that is super, super, I don't know, it's just like my chill song recently. There's a song called Puro by Dean. That's like, he's just chill, man. Like, I didn't even know that, but he produced a song on EXO's recent album. I think it's 불공평해 or something like that. So, yeah, man, Dean, aka Deanfluenza, man. He's a pretty awesome dude right now, man. He's my, dude. Yes. Okay, so we're going to check out two songs as we continue on, starting with 둘 하나 둘 by Urban Zakapa, followed with the song Kim Ga-young of Korea Wants to Hear Where Is Love by Nori Plai featuring Chung Junil. We just heard the songs 둘 하나 둘 by Urban Zakapa, followed by Where Is Love by Nori Plai featuring Chung Junil. And it's time for our next message for Doodle Doodle. I'm sorry, Scribble Scribble. Oops. Which comes from Darcy Ann from the USA, saying, "So my friend Missy took me to a local shop, and I bought a dinnerware set along with a set of 7 glasses for our adoptive family. Last weekend, I painted 2 gold ornaments with fabric paint. One has lines of color while the other has squares of color. I used red and gold pipe cleaner to make an oval hanger so the family can hang them on the tree. I saw a note from someone who's going to try and see if she can find a bike for one of the kids and also get some army stuff for the boy who is into those kinds of things. We asked people to help us out with gift cards to local stores for food items and other items such as shoes. I don't know what we'll have in the end, but I hope we manage to give them most of their needs and wants." Good on you, Darcy Ann. Good on you supporting your family and supporting that family and, trying to get them through, a good Christmas. I think, especially though, one of the biggest impacts you'll have besides, the parent being very thankful for all that is the kids. I don't know exactly how old those kids are, but, at a young age, everyone is always introduced to, the Santa and the whole aspect of Christmas. And I think it's just, I know that I can't say I know this, but I feel like they might expect something, but at the same time they might not expect something. It's a very, very weird emotion, but they might have something in terms of they don't really expect anything just because of, the situation that they currently may be in. But at the same time, they have this inkling of hope, this kind of what if moment. And, Darcy, I think you and Missy are really doing a good job in supporting this family, and hopefully you'll be able to enjoy the expressions of surprise and joy on those kids' faces when they do, receive whatever it is that you can get them. And so good on you. Congratulations. I'm really, really proud of you. And, let me know how things turn out, because, we really need to see the conclusion of how this ends. Nice. So we're going to check out 2 more songs as we continue on. Kirinhe of Thailand requested Giga Makyo Awesome by N Flying, and Unita of Indonesia wants to hear Runaway by Royal Pirates. We just heard the songs Giga Makyo by N Flying, followed by Runaway by Royal Pirates. And it's time for our next message, which comes from Wilma Stevens from from Australia, saying, "Good day, Benji Muji and the Music Access family. My name is Wilma and I'm from Australia. Hope y'all are having a good day. Just wanted to say, always thanks for giving us a great show. It's always a lot of fun and looking forward to many more fun shows ahead. Take care, stay safe and well, fighting." I always try to make a fun show, but always, to a certain extent, I don't know what else I can do to make it more variety, whether it's better to just kind of keep it the way it is or put in a little bit more variety. And that's what's, I think, a little bit confusing for me, whether I should really just kind of keep it as it is, just chilling, or, just actually try and go out on my own limb and do something kind of weird every time. And I think I'm still trying to find that balance, but, lucky for me, you guys are so supportive that I can always feel open enough to try these different ideas. So I want to say thank you for always tuning in. And thank you for helping me feel comfortable about doing all this stuff. Okay? You guys rock. Now we're going to check out 2 more songs as we continue on, starting with Baby It's Cold Outside by Norah Jones and Willie Nelson, followed with Christmas Lights by Coldplay. Oh, I like that piano at the end. We just heard Baby It's Cold Outside by Norah Jones and Willie Nelson, followed by Christmas Lights by Coldplay. And it's time to wrap up our show for today. Hopefully y'all continue to have a good rest of the weekend wherever you may be. and you charge up well enough for this Christmas week coming up. The last song that we're going to listen to for today is Someone Like You by Adele. This was Benji of B.I.G, and as always, I'll be back.